This is the ALEKS help video for day 4 in class lesson 2.6, angle pairs. It says an angle measures 27 degrees. What is the measure of its complement? Complementary means adds up to 90 degrees. So in this scenario, we have two angles that add up to 90. One of them is 27 degrees. The other is unknown, but they add up to 90. So you're simply taking 90 and you're minusing 27 degrees. So its complement is 63 degrees. Complement means adds up to 90 degrees. Two angles that add up to 90. An angle measures 60 degrees. What is its supplement? Supplement means two angles that add up to 180. So in this scenario, if this is 60, supplementary means adds up to 180. It's simply 180 minus 60, and of course the answer here would be 120. Complementary means two angles that add up to 90. Supplementary, two angles that add up to 180. That's same for angle 2. In the figure below, angle 1 is 149. Find angle 2. They're a linear pair, which means they share a spine, make a line, which means they add up to 180. So in this case, angle 1 plus angle 2 have to add up to 180. They're a linear pair. So we simply have 149 plus unknown equals 180. So of course this is 180 minus 149. And we get 31 degrees. Figure below, the measure of angle 1 is 2x. The measure of angle 2 is x plus 96. It wants you to find the various angle measures. Again, they're a linear pair, so they add up to 180. Three x plus 96 equals 180. Minusing 96 from both sides. So I have 3x equals 84. And I get x equals 28. Be very careful. It's most likely not just going to ask you for x. We plug it back in. 2 times 28, that's 56. And then you have 28 plus 96. And we get 124. If you add 56 and 124, you get 180. Says in the figure below, angle 3 is 53 degrees, and it asks you to find every other angle. What's critical here is if you trace, you have vertical angles, bow tie angles, which means angle 3 and angle 1 are congruent. Trace, sweep. It's a linear pair. So we're going to go 180 minus 53. So we get 127 here. Once again, you have a pair of vertical angles. That means angle 4 is also 127. So for this problem, you're looking for linear pairs and vertical angles. When you're working with these problems, it's important that you physically trace what's being involved. So here, first you look for your variables that are the same. We have 5x and 7x. The most common mistake here is students just automatically do this. They go like this, and they make things equal, and they try to solve. That would be incorrect. If you were to physically trace these two angles are not equal, but they do add up to 180. Linear pairs add up to 180. So this would be 5x plus 11 plus 7x minus 59 equals 180. Collect like terms. This is basically 59 minus 11. That's going to be negative 48. We're going to add 48 to both sides. We're going to divide by 12. I'm going to pare this down just a little bit. I'm going to divide both by 2. And that gets 1, 1, 4. And then down here is 6. So I see x is 19. Then I come over here and we solve for the angles. So we're going to go 5 times 19. I get 95 plus 11. That makes this 106. And since they add up to 180, I can take 106 away from 180, and this will have to be 76. If you go like this, 2 straight lines, it'll ask for z. If this is 106, z would also have to be 106 because it's vertical angles. Down here, you look at the relationships. So these 2 angles are congruent. So theoretically, I could go like this, z equals 9x plus 29. The problem is, then you end up with 2 different variables, and you can't solve with 2 different variables in a single equation. So you look at what you can do. I have a straight line. These guys add up to 180. So I could say 6x plus 46 plus 9x plus 29 equals 180. Collect like terms. Solve. X goes into 15 9 times. Let's check that. Times 9. 9 times 5 is 5, carry the 4. Now obviously that doesn't work, so let's try a smaller number. Let's try 7. That's going to be 5, carry the 3, and that's 10, so there's your check. So we divide x equals 7. Now you're not done. You got to plug it in. 6 times 7 is 42. plus 46. That makes this angle right here 88. Come over here, 9 times 7, 63, plus 29. That makes that 92. And check, 88 and 92 do add up to 180. And then we go like this. That makes Z would also have to be 92 degrees.